Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you guys are doing super well. I wanted to jump on here and do a live. I mentioned to you guys before that I would try to do more lives on here as much as possible. I know today's not an uploading day, but I'm just getting a lot of symbols and signs, and I wanted to share that with you guys with this Taurus full moon. So yeah, I'm really excited to just do this live. I'm gonna do a Q&A style. I actually have my laptop opened with me right now where I'm gonna answer some questions that you guys have, which I'm really pumped for. And these questions are going to be on all the things on manifestation, but specifically I want to do an energy update for today because, man, downloads are strong. How's everyone feeling today? How are you guys doing? How's everyone going? Like, please tell me how is everyone feeling today? I'd love to hear. Love to hear. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you guys is this Taurus full moon is happening on the 31st. Hello, hey Alicia. It's going to be happening on the 31st. So the 31st is on Halloween, and this is once in a very long time that we actually get these opportunities. I did a video on the top 5 things that you need to know about the Taurus full moon, but I'm definitely feeling so much. Hey, hi LaShawn, I'm so nice to see you. I'm super happy you're feeling good. Hey, Chloe. So yeah, it's just like there's so much energy. And one of the things that keeps coming through as I do card readings with you guys, as I start to shift and whatnot, is relationships. Man, the amount of questions of relationships. Has anyone felt like their relationships have been challenged, maybe feeling a little bit emotional? There's just so much being held in this time. And one of the things that I mentioned in the video is the fact that we are being challenged in our relationships, and it's creating this emotional exhaustion. And this doesn't only mean intimate relationships. This means friendships. This means your neighbors. This means people that you have connected with this year and even beyond that. The biggest purpose of this time and this shift is really for us to say, hey, wake up, smell the coffee. This stuff is shifting on a long-term basis. That's why Taurus is an earth sign, and it's talking a lot about rooting our emotions. So that means that as we start to expand cellularly, there might be a possibility that you might not be aligned with the person that you're currently with, a friend. You might feel called to purge those people out of your life. And that's why in the Taurus full moon this weekend, it's really sharing and telling us that we need to focus on our energy. We need to focus on listening to that, as much as it might hurt to take off that band-aid. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I wanted to share with you guys as I channeled through so many messages from source, from universe, was that, hey, tell our conscious family that this is happening. So I wanted you guys to share, like, have you been, challenged through your relationships? I've also noticed that a lot of my specific person videos have been becoming more popular, and ironically, we're talking about relationships and bringing them into our life. Another thing that I really felt that was really called to is ending karmic chords. What does that mean? You're like, Shika, what does that mean? Karmic chords are the chords that we have within from our soul. That usually happens through experiences from the past life or even the experience of this lifetime. For example, you notice a certain characteristic in the same person, different people, but same relationship type. For example, I've had people that they've dated someone and noticed that the way that it ended was quite similar to the last relationship. Perhaps seeing that even though people are different people, there's still the same energy that is being driven into this relationship. So karmic really means that we get to free ourselves from the burden of emotionally hurting ourselves all the time. We don't deserve that, right? You don't deserve that. So I really want you guys to really take this time leading up to the full moon to reflect, to think about, okay, what do I need to do? What should I focus on right now? What is the mandatory thing that I need to focus on? And how can I expand my consciousness by not giving myself into empty relationships because I'm scared. I'm scared of leaving them. I'm scared of feeling lonely. Come on, guys. We've been at home a lot. I know. I know, Spirit and I know that we've been at home so much, and it's been overwhelming. We feel lonely, even though maybe we are with people, you can still feel lonely. But at the same time, that is more reason for us to take this step and to be conscious. I just really, really love this because think about it. We're at the time of a pivotal time around us in our environment, right? There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of big decisions being made. Yet it feels like there's such a huge, huge shift of what should I do next, right? But the thing is you already know what to do next. You already know what the answer is. And that's what I'm seeing in the card readings that I've been doing, and even the energy healings. It's all come to this point. The Taurus moon has come to the point of showing you the karmic rules and options that you have, your initiation point to choose A or B, or to relive the same karmic cord 6 to 7 years from now. Yes, it repeats itself. You will get another opportunity, but universe doesn't force you. It's free will. We talk about this in manifestation. We talk about this law of attraction. Free will essentially means that we have the choice to take those soul lessons and to accomplish them. But if we don't do them, then universe will be like, you know what? Maybe in the next lifetime. Maybe 7 years from now, when your whole life restarts to another period, another cycle, right? I'm just gonna answer a question here as I'm channeling so quickly, but I want to answer you guys. So Aaliyah just said that Solace, so my soul, told me about this, a couple minutes ago, and one of his friends pushed him to find a partner so he could stop talking to his female best friend. So he got what he got with me, but never expected to fall in love with me. What should I do? I'm a big believer on intention, everyone. So let me give you an example. If you dated someone because you just broke up in a relationship and you decide to download Tinder, and you go onto Tinder and you go on a relationship, you date this person, and all of a sudden, you guys start dating. It wasn't what you expected, but it became something serious. Now, there's two things to the story. The first thing is that the intention that you set in a relationship is what the relationship builds off of, right? So if it's meant to fuel something that you don't have in your life, or a pain or a wound or a pleasure, there's a reason why you got into this relationship, and it's fueled on both ends. Long term, if that is no longer needed or no longer available in the relationship, it causes the relationship to not have purpose of being. If you guys are going on the intention of something that's feeling a void, then it makes it really hard to grow beyond that. And that's why people have issues with commitment issues, which people are seeing this week, with commitment, with confusion, with, I don't know what's going on. We just took a break. We broke up, this whole unravel. And then now we're scattering to grab our marbles that have spread all over, hoping to create a decision out of desperation. But realistically, we should take this step. And I talk about this in the Taurus full moon top 5 things that you should know about the Taurus full moon video, that we take this time to take a break. We take this time to breathe. We take this time to listen to ourselves and say, hey, I'm not going to act in a space of desperation because I have full control of my emotions and I am a conscious being. I don't need to do that, right? So my advice to you is really saying, what was your intention with it? You already said the intention, right? Are you comfortable with that intention? Is that your worth? Are you abandoning your relationships, following what is going to help every other party but you? And the card that comes in for me, love, and for anyone else that really this scenario that was shared relates to, is the guilt card. And I've been pulling this card to every reading because this is a very collective emotion right now. How are you stepping out of guilt and starting to step more into intuition and instinct, right? How am I not putting the blame on myself out of insecurities that this situation and this relationship isn't where it wants to be or where it is? And hey, that's what this year has told us. 2020 has taught us this lesson to this point as far as the emotional side, that why do we allow ourselves to know the intention of a relationship starting or where it is, but continue to go through fear? Right? So you need to sit with yourself and say, what's my fear of stepping away from this? If I know my intention with this person, they're not going to respect me, and they were just kind of getting me for, just someone to have as their best friend. That was the intention, and it became something more, but you don't feel that love there, right? Because the intention, that with the seed that was planted, was never to be that in the first place. So take this time to release that a little bit. Understand what is the insecurity of why you're not pulling through that, pulling away from that situation. Is it fair to you? And there's this quote that I saw on Instagram that aligned so well with me. Don't abandon your emotions. Never abandon your emotions. And I think that's what the Taurus full moon is teaching us. Are we abandoning our emotions? And if so, what emotions are being abandoned through the intensity of this very emotional full moon, which is huge? Just answering some questions. So I've had a reading and they keep saying that I have karmic cycle. Yes, that is one of the biggest parts of this Taurus full moon, is karmic cycle in my relationship, and it is soon to come to an end. Yes, bringing and rebirthing me into the relationship, if some say a karmic relationship. Yes, 100%. So like I said, this Taurus full moon, and I didn't mention it in the other video, but you will see that when you watch that video, it kind of goes and alludes to that, is that there is a karmic energy going on. Friendship, intimately, partners, business, work, whatever it is, wherever you have your relationships right now, wherever you're putting your energy, or even if you have the cord still connected, but you haven't seen this person forever, but you haven't disconnected the cord, it's still feeding off of your energy field, right? So when you ask this question, one of the things that comes up for me is just understanding that if it's a karmic relationship, you are meant to rebirth during this Taurus full moon by releasing and letting go of this relationship, or healing or forgiving. So you have three options for this Taurus full moon. You can either step into it to forgive yourself. You can either step into it to release a relationship that doesn't respect or serve you, or you can step into it to start to question and plant seeds within the relationship to create more sustainability and better communication. I think this is so big. A lot of people's third eye is being activated because of that. You know, the memories and the things that we hold, our higher self within this, our consciousness it's forcing us to expand into our third eye and say, see the truth of your relationships, whether you want to or not, you know? And sometimes it's hard. It's really hard, guys. I can't say that it's easy. That's why I have this family, for us to grow together, so you can feel like you're not alone. That's part of the journey, right? I'm just answering some more questions and stuff that you guys said. So Anna Rita just said, I met someone online and I feel like we have a deep connection. He is from a different country. I feel like he feels the connection too, but he doesn't make a move because of the distance. Starting to think of all this in my head. Should I give up? I'm tired of no movement. So this is an opportunity for you to speak up. It's an opportunity to understand the sacrifices, which you already know, the distance, you know, and the time of everything. And I always say divine timing. If you guys are meant to be together, but right now it's just not the time, then just trust that universe will give you that person, or give you someone even better at the time that's given, right? And also ask yourself, have you been communicating that this has been bothering you? Hey, you know, this relationship has been great, but where is it going next? And I see this in the manifestation energy way, because if you just keep quiet but you keep thinking about the possibility of, oh, he doesn't want it because of this, or the relationship, or he doesn't want to commit, then that manifestation and fear is actually going to create the outcome for you, and he will never want to commit because you telepathically, energetically give him that energy that you are not ready to. The amount of things that we telepathically tell our partners, our friends, people at work without consciously knowing it is crazy, guys. Telepathy is so powerful, and I actually want to do some videos on that, because I think that's another thing, you know, that heaviness of this moon emotionally, especially for earth signs and Scorpios. I've noticed that there is this sense of like rebirthing. It's like we're coming out from the earth, we're spreading, we're sprouting out of this time and into the season of Scorpio, where this season is so creative, so fiery, so abundant. You know, like Scorpios, you guys are going to be abundant, manifesting. This is your time to explore. I'm a Scorpio, by the way, if you guys, and a Leo moon, Scorpio sign. Let me know what you guys' signs are, because I love hearing about it too. But this is a time of rebirthing, and as a opposed to Sag and Gemini, like I mentioned before, or even Aries, you guys are really feeling a lot of heaviness. Cancer, a lot of transition. Like, these are the things that, you know, all in all, when I go over these energy updates, it's on the basis of you, because I always say that our sun sign is only a part of what we are, right? There's our moon sign, there's our birth chart, there's our ascendant, like there's our Virgo, there's our 5th house. There's so many parts of your sign, like when you were born, what time, what day. It has a huge impact on your destiny and how you can shift it. So I always tell people that, yes, the collective, these are the updates, and I always reach out to tell you which signs are feeling it the most. But all in all, everyone's feeling the relationship pressure. Everyone's feeling the energy shift. I'm just scrolling up to see. I was just journaling about this. This is awesome. Okay, when they say karmic cycle and rebirth, does this mean relationship will be over or hopes to new beginnings? Or does it mean relationship is complete? So 2 things. Karmic relationships mean that you're going to learn and accept the challenge that universe is giving you and learn from this lesson and go into the next step. What that means is next step of being like, okay, I either do my shadow work with this person by my side and respecting me or not with me. That's basically what it looks like. I'm removing the pain, I am forgiving, I am healing, I am taking out all of those hardships and pain that I've gotten from this relationship. Or maybe it means that you have to step away because you've honestly been advancing so much on a cellular level that this person wouldn't be able to get to that level, and that's okay. That happens. We've all advanced so much, and sometimes really quickly, that if someone's not at our vibration or higher, they just slowly start to come out of our life. And that's all about purging. That's rebirthing. Rebirthing is essentially an awakening that you're going through. So it's 2 things. It really depends on the situation, but the 2 options of initiation that you have is either someone's going to leave your life or you're going to grow that relationship. But all in all, you are freeing yourself. And that's why the guilt card is just a great emotion to explain the heaviness of this full moon, is the guilt that we have to speak about the relationships we have and how we truly feel within them, how we truly want to flourish in them, to rebirth ourselves as we transition into the season. As winter comes, it's crazy because I always say that with these full moon and new moons, you will notice that we follow along the patterns of nature. So we've just left fall around this time, and now we're going into winter. And winter is the time of hibernation. So hibernation of hoping for us to rest, to kind of recycle, to reset ourselves for these new birthings that are coming into spring. So we're starting that into the season of Scorpio. But for those who hold those relationships, you don't have time to rebirth. You don't have time to feel healed because you're spending so much time with this person and the way that the person thinks about you and all of their perspectives and all this stuff. You're so busy about their perspective of the way that they think about you. You don't have time for your own inner healing. And I'm seeing that a lot in relationships where people are just like having a hard time balancing, whether it's friendships, you know, business relationships, intimate relationships, twin flames, soulmates, whatever it is. And they get so invested in the season of winter that throughout the time of trying to purge through the full moons, they don't fully do it because there's just all this low that they should have took off earlier. So really take advantage of the time that we get. And like I said, I will be hosting on October 31st, live here at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, a full moon energy healing and meditation, guiding you to do that. So you have a community, so you have a family, so you have me to support you. And I think that's so important because, again, like I said, we are purging, we are taking out so much energy. I'm just gonna look and see if you guys have any responses or things that click for you. Please feel free to share. We have a Scorpio Sun, Aquarius Moon. I'm a Pisces, Taurus Sun and Gemini Moon, Sag Rising, Pisces Venus. Awesome. A lot of mix of energy. There were a couple other downloads. I'm just thinking about my notes that I got through from this morning. Wanted to know if you guys have any questions about Taurus. Please feel free to ask me any questions you have about the Taurus full moon. There's another thing about Taurus as well. I think the stubbornness of the energy is really big. It's like we know all the things that we need to do, but we're just so stubborn because of that fear, because we just don't want to do it. That's the easiest way of saying it. I just don't want to do it. Like, I see what I need to do, but I don't trust in the decision. I'm not fully trusting. And I think that's why a lot of people are seeing a lot of angel numbers recently, a lot of signs from the universe, a lot of messengers coming into different signals, is because universe, spirit, their guides are trying to tell them, hey, listen up, you're on the right track. Stop second guessing, just do it. You know, this is your opportunity to free yourself from everything. Come on, like we've gone through so much this year, right? Energetically. And I think what Spirit's trying to tell us is like, it's time for us to share that, to express that, to release that. And I think that's so beautiful. So please, 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 please be vulnerable with yourself this weekend. Let go, release what you need to, because it's only you who's going to do it. And the Taurus full moon, again, like I said, is asking us to go into that space, to expand ourselves, to really just be what we need to be. And again, no one else can force you but yourself. And that goes both ways. You can't force your partner, the person that you want to change after this full moon. Free will works both ways, your way and their way too. So then people ask, Chica, how do you manifest specific people? By creating that energy and being that like, you attract it. And that's why manifesting specific people, sorry, I didn't speak there, all starts with your energy. And sometimes I get people who, I got a message yesterday where they're saying, Chica, like, I thought you said that I couldn't manifest my ex. Well, with your energy at that time saying that, hey, I don't know if they're answering me, and coming from the space of like waiting, then you're not going to be able to, because the universe thinks you're going to wait, right? But if you hold the energy of you're actually there, you're actually willing to have that person into your life, you're appreciating that person even before they come knocking on your door, then universe is going to say, hey, we're just going to give it to her. Let's give it to her a little bit sooner, right? So I always say that like attracts like, and I think that's what's really being shown in the Taurus full moon here. It's you know, like becomes like. Materialistic in the relationship aspect is so big. Are you only dating this person for the materialistic aspect of them, right? We're in the space where right now we're socially distancing. And for a lot of us, that means that we're challenged to actually see our partners, whether it's long distance relationships, whether it's just you can't because you have a bubble and you want to keep it that way. But again, you need to understand that, you know, am I with this person? It's testing us. The universe is testing us. If an ex comes out of the woodworks right now, they're testing you. They're testing you on a karmic level. So one of the things I mentioned is like the earth signs telling us to ground our energy and not only be fueled by the materialistic aspect. Hey, Ruzu. Hey, everyone. I think that's so big. I'm just reading some comments. So I hope this isn't too dramatic, LOL. But I actually am getting a hotel for the weekend to pamper myself, LOL, like some self-care. And I can't wait till you're live on Saturday. Oh my God, that's amazing. That is not dramatic. That is awesome. Who's pampering themselves? I take a bath all the time, especially on a full moon. I put candles out. I put my crystals by my bathtub. Get natural salt. Do not get the stuff that has chemicals, please, because you are cleansing on that day. You want to give yourself the good energy, good earth energy to you. But yeah, do it. Like, I think it's so amazing. Earlier this summer, I went camping around the full moon. I didn't do a thing with you guys here, but it was amazing. And I always see, like, please take care of yourself. If anything, the Mercury retrograde is coming to an end as we go into this Taurus season. And but basically the time of the next moon that we have together, full moon together, is like the celebration of the ending of Mercury retrograde. So when that happens, you want to be ready, because anyone who has listened to what Mercury retrograde has been telling us, to take a break, to not make big decisions at this time, all that stuff, we're going to be like, here's a whole bunch of lucky charms. Like, you will literally be given so much abundance, so much excitement, so much happiness, so much energy, and you're ready to go. At the time that the Mercury retrograde is done, you will feel a drastic difference of the energy and you will feel more aligned. However, the work that you have done during the time of Mercury retrograde will be given to you karmically. You see how this cycles into karma? Our last full moon together before the end of retrograde full moon is Taurus, talking about karmic relationships, right? So the moment that, see the link here, if we're taking advantage of this, that's why I'm so pushing for you guys to come to do this, because the moment you do that, when Mercury retrograde hits, all of you who've been working so hard are going to be receiving some good abundance, some great answers from your guides, and more direction. So I love that. I'm just answering some more questions. I rented a dance studio to use the energy to create. Love it. Yes, creating, dancing, that's amazing. And you know, dancing is actually an amazing way to remove stagnant energy. So if you feel like you struggle with depression or anxiety or raising your vibration in any way, dancing and moving the body actually removes stagnant energy from us, freeing our body. It's not about how you look, it's about how you feel and how you're sharing that body space in that music. I actually have a couple playlists, I should share them with you guys on our community post, but a couple playlists that are amazing for healing on Spotify that I use, and I just dance. And I used to actually do dance parties on Instagram all the time with you guys. I don't do them as much because I don't know, YouTube, you guys are on it. You have great questions. I love the YouTube community. I love you guys so much. So I'm just more encouraged to do more stuff here. But yeah, dancing is amazing, especially when right now the 3 emotions people are feeling is confusion, anger, and sadness. So yes, that is definitely a releasing thing that you can do. What kind of salt? I just started my spiritual journey, so I'm still learning. Pink salt is amazing to start with. I always suggest for my mentees and mentorees, my mentorees, and anyone who asks me, Shika, what does your bath ritual look like? Maybe I'll do a video on that, but it's basically pink salt. I get mine on Amazon. I used to get mine a lot at Sage, but usually I find a lot of their stuff has sold out because of what's going on with right now, everyone's ordering online. So I actually go online and I buy it. I should actually link the stuff that I use. If you guys want me to do like, I don't know, like link stuff that I use in the description box when I make videos to help you guys out, let me know, because I've been starting to do that because I notice it helps some people. They're like, Shika, what do you use for this? So if you'd like me to do that, that'd be awesome. But yeah, it's Amazon. It's completely pure. A little tip when you're reading anything that's like an essential oil or natural, if it's in Latin and in English, it most likely is good quality and good and good. So that's just a certification that they need to have. I know that because I used to be in the wellness space before being a healing too. I used to work in that space. But yeah, I would suggest doing natural. So pink salt's great. And the reason why is it extracts negative energy, like negative energy from your aura. It cleanses your aura. It helps you just your body feel really good. So this is a really, really great tool to help. Spiritual tools and products for beginners. I love that video. Actually, I'm going to write it down somewhere. That's actually such a good idea. Spiritual tools and products for beginners. I love that idea. Yes, I will do a video on that. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Insanely Me One, for that. What do I do after a breakup? When did you guys break up? Did you guys break up during this time? If so, this is a great representation of your karmic. And also compare about your past relationship before this person. You might see there's a lot of alignments. I've been seeing a lot of lines match up with people's exes and patterns go through. So if it's the 23rd, this is a great opportunity for you to purge and release that, you know, kind of understanding, accept yourself and not put guilt through this relationship of the breakup. A lot of people that are going through breakups right now, one of my biggest things is to enter the full moon ritual and a meditation that day to set intention and to release, but also to forgive that person. Whether the intention is that you guys would be together back again or you're taking a break or whatever it is just to get clarity and to release that and give loving energy to yourself in your heart space, because that wound is still there. And because you just broke up, it's even better because it's fresh now. It's not going to hold deep and rooted into your aura. So use that earth energy to release that. That's going to be super, super helpful for you. I was wondering on angel numbers. I keep seeing 222, 333, 444, and 555 all the time. So I actually have an angel numbers playlist, Timea. If you don't see any of my If you don't see an angel number that I didn't put in there, just comment and then I will add it to my list. I actually have a book, guys, of things that I write down. So whenever you request something, I literally write it down. And then when I go through my videos for the week, I'll pick a couple or I'll pick one every once in a while and I'll do a video on it. So if you guys can tell me, that is awesome, because I would love, love, love to do that. And it helps a lot. Like, then you guys get content that you like watching as well. I've been through a breakup before and I'm back with the person who broke up with me. It's took almost 2 months to manifest. That's great. Make sure that if you went back with someone that was in a relationship or you started to rekindle a relationship again, that you're really taking this time to heal each other's wounds. So what that means is making sure that any past fights that you guys had, any resentfulness, that stuff is released, because that's going to hold you guys back a little bit. I am a big believer that if there's more clear energy, it's easier to communicate between the two. It's easier to, you know, be telepathically communicated and be two souls in a healthy relationship. So energy is so important. I'd really, really suggest doing that if you are in a situation where you're getting back with your ex or whatnot. Ruzu, I've been breaking up with this person. Oh, I read that already. Stars align, hello. I have been struggling with my emotions and I was thinking I had stored stagnant energy, so I will start moving my body more. Yes, 100%. I've actually put the intention this week to move my body for 20 to 30 minutes every single day. So I wake up and my new routine that I've been doing for this full moon is I just move my body, I get my body moving, and I remove any stagnant energy with the intention, because when the Taurus full moon is here, I am ready. I am ready for it. I am ready to deep dive into it. I am ready to accept, you know, what I have to cut as far as the karmicness. And I'm ready to bring in that fresh energy for Scorpio season. Like, it's ready. We're ready. We're all ready, you know, and that's the thing. We're all going to support each other through this. So thanks for sharing that. Karen, no worries. Yeah, the relationship was only 1 month away and I didn't feel like it was right for me at the beginning anyways. Yeah, so that's a great example. If you set an intention for a relationship and at the beginning your gut's like, oh no, it's not going to work out, your gut's always right. But why do we ignore our gut? Because there's something internally, or an experience or a thought or perspective, that speaks us out to do that correct thing. So even though sometimes doing that, following the gut, might hurt us, may seem to hurt us, it's going to help so much. It's going to help so much. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I didn't see the video on the 111 video. I see so many times a day. I do have a video on the 111. You're not the first person who told me that. I'm actually going to check my playlist because I didn't see that there. And I was like, wait, it should be there. So I'm actually going to check it for you guys right now quickly. But if you look at angel numbers, which I'm scrolling down right now, that playlist should actually have the 111 angel numbers. So it's in purple, but I will add it right now if it's not there. So just so you guys have it, let me see. Yeah, I do have which one was that? 111. Yeah, I do have it. So it is there. I actually have, guys, like 32 angel number videos on my YouTube channel. So go check them out first. And then if there's anything that you don't see, just comment and I will keep an eye out for it. Ariel, can you talk more about speaking about telepathy, how it's similar or different to manifestation? So telepathy is when we are physically thinking of something and sharing it and transferring it to someone. So for example, if you're with someone and you want pizza and all of a sudden that person's like, I want pizza too, you telepathically, energetically sent that message to them. So we can use telepathy to communicate in our relationships. We can use it to expand. We can use it for so many things. I did have a video on telepathy, actually. I don't remember the title per se, actually. Yeah, so I talked about it in my video on five signs that you need to raise your vibration. I also talked about it, how to use a 369 method and use telepathy. So that's a great starting point. But those two ones kind of talk a bit about the process of us like thinking things and scientifically how we energetically can transfer things, which is crazy. If you guys want like a video like one-on-one, hey Shika, like what is telepathy? How do you use it? So what is telepathy? I'm just writing it down. And how to use it to manifest anything. Awesome. I think those would be some really great questions. Let me know what you think about that, Ariel. Spiritual morning and night routine, please. Yes, I love that. Spiritual. I'm gonna probably wait till my Zen Den is set up. You guys see all the nice part here. But this part is a mess because I like, anyways, yeah, it just needs some sprucing. That's something that I want to do. It's just like change the relationship with the space. So spiritual, and I believe you said spiritual and night routine, morning. I actually have a manifestation morning night routine on my channel. So I don't know if you guys saw that. So that's a great start. I think I might do a morning routine, might be better. I also have a morning meditation if anyone saw that. Is singing like the same as dancing as releasing? Singing is amazing for your throat chakra. It is amazing. I do it every morning in the shower. I also love singing / dancing. It's like super fun. So yes, singing 100% is amazing for your chakra. Do it, exercise it. It's great, especially for those who are empaths. If you're an empath, oh, sing. Because we don't like to talk about what we want, right? We're like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? But we never talk about what we want. We're scared to talk about it because we're such a nurturer. So I find throat chakra has really allowed me to know and intuitively tap into when my intuition is telling me that I need to communicate something to myself or to someone else. It really lines me up. So I would definitely suggest doing that. That's a great question. Does the Mercury retrograde bring back exes? But my karmic is entering into, so I did mention that a little bit, specifically Taurus time. Mercury retrograde, I have a whole video on it. The thing about the Mercury retrograde is it goes in stages, right? So right now for the part of Mercury retrograde, we're seeing a lot of karmic relationships. We're being like exes are coming through. Yeah, so like if you didn't cut the cord with that person, well, universe is saying, hey, wait. You forgot to break this relationship with this person and you need to learn your lesson. You know, you need to learn to release them. There's something in you that is fear-based that's keeping them into your psyche, into your subconscious, into your shadow self. And that's what's holding you back from committing to a relationship, to having or possibly seeing that you love someone or can love someone, to trust, to open the door for a soulmate, to open the door for a friendship. If there's so much clutter in the space and the energy, it's going to be much harder to manifest that into your life. So yes, Mercury retrograde, a period of that, is definitely showing us how are we listening to our karmic lessons and cutting the cord. So yeah, definitely 100%. Cutting cord is very important. I just did a video, well, not just, but one of my first videos on how to detach from someone or something using the law of attraction. That's a really good video. I always suggest you guys going and see. I have this feeling every time I meet someone new that I know if they're going to be good for me or not, even if it's a bit about them. Yes, that's your intuition. If you're tapped in, like, and we're all tapped in, guys. Like, that's the thing. My intention for this channel is like eventually for all of you guys to know, Shika, like I'm so good at my intuition. I know what job that I want to apply to. I know that this is the person for me. This is my partner, my dream soulmate. I know what to do with my twin flame. Like I want you guys to have the space to explore your spirituality, but also expand that consciousness. So it makes me so excited to hear that you are getting to that point where you're starting to question the intuition, where you're starting to build upon that, because that's all part of the journey, right? Super exciting. I'm really excited for you. Ariel, thanks. I'll check it out. I'm new to your channel. Well, welcome. Love and appreciate your virtual space and knowledge of sharing of the kind spirit. I appreciate you guys. You guys are so amazing. Man, I'm always so grateful. Every day I'm like, I can't wait to upload a video. Like I uploaded all the videos for the next 2 times ahead of time, like since the last 4 uploads, or 2 uploads, sorry, and 3 going forward, because I just love it. And I get these downloads of like, I need to do this video for you guys. And like, it always is divine timing. You guys are like, oh, Chica, I was just thinking about that. How did you know you wanted to do a video on this? It's spirit speaking. You know, spirit tends to speak quite loud. How to increase your intuition. So I talk about this a lot in Raising My Vibration videos are really great for increasing your intuition, because if you could raise your vibration, you can tell the difference between your energy, thoughts, and whatnot. One thing that I do in the morning is I actually sit with myself and I just be, and I scan my body from bottom of my foot all the way up until the top of my head. And I feel like that really, really helps expand, because it allows me to know intuitively, how do I physically feel and what I'm feeling energetically throughout my body, right? I can clear out and feel it and tune into energy. And I think this is one of the best things, because we can get signs of our higher conscious self not only through mental meditation, excuse me, but also through feeling sensations in our body. So the more that you're able to expand that, the more that you're able to grow in that space, the better that your intuition will come. I'll give you an example. All this weekend, synchronization after synchronization after synchronization. Spirit was like, Shika, you want signs about this? We will give you a clear sign. And it was all tapped into intuitions that gave me the crumbs to understand a little bit more about the signs that universe was giving me. So I would say, like, every morning, just, checking in with your body, taking 2 minutes to do a body scan from your feet all the way to the top of your head, breathing. And I actually do that in my morning meditation. So if you guys haven't checked that out, go watch it. It's a great starting point to helping you build your intuition and just feeling like you're not clogged up by your thoughts and just in the state of being, which is important. I had a dream that I found my lost selenite underneath my bedroom, and I found it today underneath my bed. Is this intuition? Yes. That's your conscious self helping you. That's your conscious self saying, hello, I found your selenite and you need it for this, healing or this week. So I'm going to give it to you. And that's also a sign that our body usually craves crystals that we need. A lot of people always ask me, Shika, what crystals should I use for this full moon and stuff? Yeah, there are some that people suggest based on the energy. However, I am a huge believer on intuition practice, where you can actually intuitively choose your crystals for each time you meditate, each time you do a healing, each time you do a full moon ritual. Pick them intuitively. So that was your intuition saying that you probably need to clear your aura, just focus energy. You seem like you're spewing out a lot of energy outwards, and your selenite's going to help you clear a little bit. Protect your energy is definitely something that I feel like is a message for you that I wanted to share. So that's really great. That's awesome that you're getting those confirmations. Do I have any courses? So I don't have any courses on spirituality per se. I do have courses on conscious social media, where I help people in the wellness space and in the spiritual space that have businesses in the spiritual space. I don't really talk about it much on this channel. I should start talking about it more, to share it with you guys, because I do have a lot of you guys who are on the online world, and I have that link down below. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. I even have a free webinar that you can check out, and learn a little bit more about that. What else? I do Patreon. Patreon's great for, extra content. If you love the content here and you want more tools, Patreon VIP Conscious Souls. And then I do mentoring and group mentoring. So my group mentoring is currently closed. It doesn't open until January, but if you are interested in that, you can apply down below and we can chat and set you up for that spot, so then you get access to it. And then I also do my conscious mentoring, which I actually opened 2 spots for November. So conscious mentoring, meaning that basically focusing on spiritual expansion, shadow work, and deepening your consciousness and intuition. And I work with all different types of walks of life, and even people who want to be healers eventually, those who are going through their traumas and wounds, those who are going through awakenings and just need someone to hold them accountable as well. So it's really, really great. Just answering some questions here. Thank you, no worries. Where's the best place to get crystals? So I get my crystals from a local business called Equilibrium Equilibrium Crystals. They changed their name. I love them because I actually know the owner, and when she first started, she was just kind of like word of mouth. But I know that she goes in and she checks her crystals, and she has a really, really good connection with all of her vendors. So that's where I get all my crystals from. I have a lot of crystals. I'm looking at them right now. I love them. I have everything from Yoni egg crystals, which I actually get that from Yoni Pleasure Palace. I link that down below too if you guys have any feminine energy expansion that you want to do, they're great to do. And I actually have a video on that if you're interested in my unboxing. Also, I get all my crystals, like my necklaces, my crystals that I use for energy healing and also for card readings from Equilibrio. Love their stuff. So yeah, that's my crystal shop. And there's a lot of them. I would suggest doing Etsy. Honestly, I think if I didn't know someone who sold crystals, I would go with Etsy. There's some great local spaces there and people that sell there. The thing about crystal shops is they're very like, I have never seen many big crystal shops. They're mainly locally done, and I'm pretty sure if you search, there might be a small one in your town. Especially with today, a lot of them are shifting into online world. Excuse me, but if you can't find it, check online on like your website. Excuse me, on Etsy and check it out. Etsy has some really great vendors, and I love supporting local, guys. Like, I just think it's so great to support local, especially right now. So if you do have any questions on places that you would like to go for crystal shops, let me know. I also want to share with you guys that I have, I think, one more spot left for card readings for full moon. So if you're interested in a full moon card reading, DM me on Instagram ASAP, because I think that spot will probably fill up within the next hour. People are booking, which is I'm so grateful for, and I'm really excited and happy to. It makes me so happy that I'm helping and supporting you guys. It's just so great. So that is awesome. Definitely use Etsy. I'm interested in a card reading. Reska, you can message me on Instagram, Shika_Chica. If you're interested in card readings, guys, you can message me. I'm doing either a spread or you can ask questions for 30 minutes. So yay, it's awesome. I'm loving it. Did you guys have any other questions before we end the live? Red World, yes. DM me on Instagram if you're interested in a card reading and we can book one. Love it. It's great to do card readings because it just gives some confirmation, you know, like you get some confirmation on things. And personally, I love that. Like, I love being able to confirm that things are good, things are going well, you know. So yeah, that's basically it. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, a little live. I know a lot of you guys I haven't been able to chat with very often on the live. I've been busy. I've been really keeping my energy as well because I feel like I was putting out a lot. I'm still putting out more too, but just being respectful, creating boundaries because I want to be an example for you guys as well, which is really big. So I hope you really enjoyed this live. I hope you like this update on the full moon in Taurus. I will see you guys on Saturday for live here for the Taurus full moon. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It really helps and I appreciate it a lot. Feel free to share with your friends the channel and be part of our family as well. And I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Tomorrow we have a video at 2:30 p.m. and I'm really excited for this video because it's talking about how to manifest your specific person with the full moon. Timing though. Timing. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. So if you are wanting to manifest a specific person right now or focus on a specific person, this is probably your video that you will like to check out. So thank you so much, guys. I love you so much, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye.